I got used to this echo. I still need to put some stuff in my room. Happy Friday. Of course. Oh, I left my stuff back here. I'm gonna move that. I forgot. No, I was like, I don't like that back here. This is for my elliptical that's gonna get fixed in an hour. Great, someone's behind me. I forgot. Hey, everyone. Oh, I already got a good crew coming in. I love it. They're like, wow, your Friday's been doing well. I'm like, yeah. I was like, you have to know about it to come. All right, guys, we got about a minute. We got a little tune just to get me in the mood. Home alone right now. It's gloomy out there. I got my lights on. It's probably should wear some brighter pants. Yes, my room's finally done. So this is my new black flooring. It's like an echo that it's weird. I like it. Definitely more functional. The carpet was gross. It was way past due to pull it up. Hope you guys are having a good week. A full 5 days. That was weird. I'm like, ah. No, I don't like it. I was used to like the 4 days. Well, at least we got our Friday workout stuff in. I'm so excited. I'm kind of sore, so I'm excited for like a core class. It's perfect. All right, so it's about that time, so we will get started. Woohoo! So I'll get excited for you guys. All right, base position, as always, my favorite place to get started. See, I blended to the floor now. I'm noticing that. All right, slight bend, those knees come down with a nice flat back, so that core is already engaged. You gotta keep that flat back, even if you're a little bit higher. We're gonna go into Y's first. Arms up, thumbs up, just making a Y with your arms and body. And then release that down. So we're gonna hold for like roughly a 2 count idea. Lift those thumbs up as high as you can, hold, and release. We're activating our upper back and shoulders, opening chest and shoulders in the front. The typical tight spot. Reach it up, and release. Good job, you guys. Let's get one more of those, and we're gonna basically completely switch that around and turn that to an A. So really rotate those thumbs back. Now pull your arms back behind those hips, make it an A position with your arms and body, and then release that down. So now we're gonna be squeezing those shoulder blades together a little more. Get a good squeeze, more mid-back, and release. Good, come up for that nice good squeeze, and release. Perfect, enjoy. These are always awesome, and the core is working, isn't it? Don't mess around with core work. Good, let's get one more of those A's, and release. All right, let's roll it on up. Settle into a basic squat position, so feet about hip width apart. Fingertips behind the head. So we're gonna come into a regular squat with those elbows pulled back. So we're gonna come into that squat, hips push back, up nice and tall. So again, we're always driving those hips back, sit into that chair, up nice and tall. You have to know that, but I review it anyway. Perfect. Good old squat, get you nice and warm, get everything moving. And we got those hands up, so that's gonna keep you honest with that chest lifted, so you can't really round forward. Just fingertips, you don't need to clasp the hands. That's a little bit much, so you need to go that far. Good, come on down. Up nice and tall. Good job, you guys. Okay, move in here, get warm. Yeah, let's do a couple more. For fun, right? You know what's for fun. We'll do all the basic stuff today. All right, so come on up, we're gonna go to our lateral squat, which will be a little bit of work and then a little bit of stretching. So nice and wide, toes pointed straight ahead. Come on down, drive those hips back, load into those hips and glute area back there. Up nice and tall, other side. Drive hips back and load back here. Up top. So we're getting that lovely little stretch on one side, while the other one works hard, of course. Something to keep an eye on is making sure toes are pointed right up, but knees stay inside that big toe. You don't want that knee to flare out. It puts a lot of pressure on it. It's happier in there. Right, one more on each side. Go. I've been ready to sit down on my computer. Take those hands, come on down, sit nice and deep into that position now. Sinking into it, getting an extra deep stretch in that inner thigh, a little bit into the groin as well. Woo. So we got those hands up, but we're still working this leg here. Not that easy. I would make it easy for you guys. All right, let's rotate around into that nice low lunge. Push back to that back heel, you drive that hip to the ground. And then from there, let's rock back for that hamstring stretch. I always say try to shrink your legs and try to pull those toes up the best you can. And then come back into that nice low lunge. It's all about that quad hip flexor. And again, rock back to that hamstring stretch. Back into your low lunge. And again, rocking back for that hamstring stretch. Down into your low lunge. Still One more time, rock back for that hamstring stretch. And let's go ahead and come back into our low lunge. We're gonna go a little bit of three-point balance into ankle work. So let's bend the back knee, hands go up front. We push off that back leg, extend that leg nice and high, really reach up there, opening things up. We're lowering this leg, of course, we're standing on. Let's just do a few of those ankles. Come on down, ankle, tap, and a little squat. And then extend up 3-point. And again, come down, ankle, load that leg. And extend it up. 2 more, come on down, ankle. Extend it up. One more time, come on down, ankle. And then extend it all the way up 1 more time. And carefully lower back into your low lunge. We're pretty little settlement. Wiggle around and get you, it's fine. Hands up to your thigh to push up to that standing lunge. That quad hip flexor. And then release it. Reset yourself in the middle. All settled in. Other side, here we go. Come on down that nice deep position. Get that nice inner thigh stretch. We all need that one always. Right, let's go ahead and rotate around into our low lunge. Feel free to wiggle around and get settled in so we feel that nice quad hip flexor stretch. And from there, let's do this. Rock back to that hamstring stretch again. Do the best you can, whatever your body's gonna let you do, as long as you feel it. Back into that low lunge, so not the look. Let you feel the stretch. Then again, rock back to that hamstring stretch. Down into that nice low lunge. And again, rocking back to that hamstring stretch. We'll get back there, you got it. That was a hard one. Back into that nice low lunge. And then one more time, rocking back to that hamstring stretch. And then go ahead and release into that low lunge. We're gonna settle into that 3-point. So we're gonna bend the back knee, put the hands out front. Push off that back leg, lift that leg nice and high, hold there for a second. Nice little stretch. Let's do our ankle. We only have 4 of them. Come on down, ankle, give me that little squat. And then extend up nice and long. Come down, ankle to that little ball. And extend it up. 2 more, come on down, ankle. And extend up. 1 more time, come on down. And then extend all the way up. And carefully lower back into that low lunge. Bring those hands up to your thigh when you're ready. Get a little extra stretch. And then release. And we'll just bring it in, shake it out, because that's a really wide position. Really wide. All right, so we're going to go into some split squat. I'll go ahead and put my, this is the one I had first. So I'm going to go this way. Whatever side you want to start on. We're going to do some regular ones, then we're going to add that little extension piece. So regular first. And the ball down back foot always. That's why it's harder, it seems like, but equal weight the legs. Up tall, lower that back knee straight down towards the ground, not quite touching. Come up nice and tall, fully extend. Come on down, easy peasy, we got it. And up tall. Good, come on down. And up. Great job, guys. Come on down. And up. Let's do one more before I add on. Come on down. And that's, now we're gonna come up and extend forward. We're gonna extend it, that back leg, so we're leaning forward a little bit. So let's give that a try. Come on down. Come up, push forward, extend that back leg. We're flexing that hamstring, that glute. Lower back slowly into our split squat, coming down. A little balance work. Come up and extend. So you have to lean forward a little bit. Lower back into that split squat. Come up and extend. Woo, feeling that one. Couple more. Come on back. And then up and extend. Get that squeeze back there. One more time. Come on back. All the way up and extend. One more time. Get that squeeze. And then just release that down. So we get a little squeeze. We'll change their balance a little bit here. Not too crazy. We're going to do the other side though. A little bit of work, not bad. All right, guys. Other side. Singles versus down. Up we go. Going down and straight up. Great job, guys. Come on down and up. Very good. Come on down. Straight up. Couple more of those. Come on down and up. We'll do one more. Come on down. And we're going to add on this time. So go ahead, come on down. Come up and extend, lean forward a little bit to be able to do that squeeze. Lower back into that split squat. Come down. Up and extend. Good. Lower back to that split squat. Come up and extend. Flex back here. 2 more. Come on back down. And then up and extend. 1 more. Come on back down. Up and extend. And then release. Excellent. Nice job, you guys. All right. Lunge to balance. We know that well. And then I'll add to it. That's what I'm doing today. Like a little basic, then I'll add to it. I get a little theme in my head. I go with it. All right, so reverse lunge, single leg balance. Yes, we know that one. Let's come back to reverse lunge, a little pause. Come up, single leg balance. And again, back into that reverse lunge. Come on, nice and tall, single leg balance. Engage that core, good. Lunge it back. Up nice and tall. Good, lunge it back. Up nice and tall. Simple but effective, guys. One more, come on back. Up top. Now we're gonna add that inverted hamstring. I'll get an extra here. So come back in reverse lunge still. Come up nice and tall, one of my favorites. Slowly extend back into that inverted hamstring. That back leg goes back nice and long, long torso. And then slowly reverse back up to single leg balance. You have to tap, it's okay. Lunge it back again. Coming up nice and tall. Slowly extend that back leg, lowering that torso so we're nice and long. Slowly reverse back up to single leg balance. Again, reverse lunge, you got this, feeling it. Up tall, hinging into that inverted hamstring, reach, 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 reach. Come back up for single leg balance. Couple more guys, lunge it back. Coming up nice and tall. Hinging into that inverted hamstring. That knee is slightly bent on the leg you're standing on. You want to slightly bend it. Come back up, single leg balance. One more time. You lock it out, it's really hard to balance. Come up nice and tall. Stand back into that inverted hamstring, reach it long. Stay nice and long, go ahead, hinge out, nice and controlled. Woo, I was getting tired. So that's what we're doing, we're just balancing on one leg and wearing it out. Everything on the other side, so reverse lunge and balance first. Here we go, come on back. Coming up nice and tall. And again, lunge it back with control. Coming up nice and tall. Very good, lunge it back. Coming up tall. Couple more of those, lunge it back. Coming up tall. Maybe one more, lunge it back. And we'll add on, that's one. Here we go, lunge it back first, just the regular part. Up tall. Slowly lower that chest, extend that leg back, that inverted hamstring, reach, reach, reach. Slowly come back to single leg balance. Ooh, let's do it again, lunge it back. Coming up nice and tall. Hinging down into that inverted hamstring, reach long. Slowly come back to single leg balance. Do it again, lunge it back. Coming up nice and tall. Going into that inverted hamstring. Reach it nice and long, you got it. And slowly up to single leg balance. Not two more, we can do it. Lunge it back. Good job, guys. Keep focus, up tall. Into that inverted hamstring. If you wobble, just reset yourself. Back up for single leg balance. Woohoo, one more, come on back. Up nice and tall. Going into that inverted hamstring, reach it nice and long. Slowly come back and hinge out. Hinge out. There we go. That's what I was going to do. Woo, we're going to go right into those lateral leg lifts. That's going to be just get into those hips. Get her done. I think I might go here because I just stand on that foot. Sometimes do this side. Usually I do that side. I don't know. I'm off today. But this foot's tired. Let me give it a break. Whatever foot you like to start standing on, let's shift that weight. Flex it. We're going to lift up and bring it down. Good. Lift up. Flex that quad. And down, good. We're driving that heel up, so we're not rotating that toe open, down. Good. If you have to touch me, that's okay. And down, but try not to. It's okay, but try not to. And down, right? That was a positive way to put it. And down. Good. Lift up. And down. I gotta tap once in a while. Lift it up. And down. A couple more. Lift that up. And down. One more time. Lift that up. And down. Here comes that hold. Lift it up and hold it. Like we do like it's pretty much the same routine every time, but it's so brutal. So nice and tall, we talk about engaging that core. Our balance starts here. Every movement also starts here. We initiate from our core. So shoulders back, hands wherever. I have some people that are kind of, they do whatever they want. I'm like a hands on the hip kind of girl. Little pulses, absolutely. Let's just do that. Staying steady. So we're adding a little extra work here as we move. It's like in the 100, same idea, right? I need a little extra arm pump. Like, all right, try it. We'll feel it. Little pulses, guys. We got this. Good stuff today. Keep going, keep going. That's what they have my super pose, I always call it. Good, go, go, go. Keep going. We're here for a bit. All right, pause it. We're gonna do those heel to glutes. We pull the heel to your glute. I want you to flex the hamstring, and then we'll extend out and flex the quad. So here we go. Pull that heel, flex that hamstring, and then push out, flex that quad. Do it again. Pull back, press out, flex. Good. Pull, Press out and flex it. Good. Pull that back. Press it out. Keep that going. Pull it back. Press it out. Good. Pull that back. Flex the hamstring. Press out, flex the quad. A couple more. Pull. Press. Good. One more. Pull it back. Press it. And then release. Good job. Woo. Okay, shake up that foot. Get a little roll out if you like. Let's float back. My feet are always tired. Try all the steps I get. I'm a very step-addicted person. I like steps. Up tall, shift your weight so that foot's off the ground. Flex everything. Little lift up. And down. Good. Lift that up. And down. Good, guys. Go. Lift up. You can make it. And down. Gotta get through. Lift up. And down. Good. Lift up. And down. Lift it up. Flex. And down. Good. Stay tall. Lift up. And down. There we go. Lift up. And down. A couple more. Lift up. And down. One more time. Lift up. And down. All right, let's lift and hold now. Woo! Good chance to really settle in. Get good control here on this one leg. We're still flexed here for extra bonus work. We all like bonus work. I know you do. This is a long one. I know. We're going for it today. All right, pulses. Here we go. Get it done, guys. Ooh, second side is brutal. I already worked it a little bit. You're like, ugh. My hips like, I'm not in the mood today. Got all three of my core classes in this week. I'm like, woo, feeling it. Let's go. Stay steady. Got the wobbles. Go, go, go. But the wobbles is the good part. That means you really have to focus and actually work harder. Go, go, go. Keep pulsing. All right, pause it. Whoa. Moving on. Heel to glute. Here we go. Pull back, flex that hamstring. And then press out, flex that quad. Good. Pull back. Press. Good. Pull. And press. Nice job, guys. Pull. Press. You got this. Pull. Press it out. Good. Pull. Press. Couple more. Pull. Press. One more time. Pull. Press it out and release. Woo! Foot was burning on that one. Feet a bit gravity this week. They're like, get off of me. All right, get into that leg drill first. So come on down. Grab your ankle up underneath that knee. Pull that leg up and then start pulling your knee up and across a little bit. Phew. Did it. All right, go ahead, release. Nice job, you guys. I'm going to change my attire on Fridays. I need dark on the top, light on the bottom to match. Otherwise, I'm blending in. Luckily, Arnold gives me a little bit of contrast back there. Thanks, Arnold. He's got my back. He does have my back. All right, guys, release that. It's my body. Been buddy for years and years now. All right, guys, hand lock. So you know hip apart. Go up nice and tall. We're going to hinge that hip. Keep our top back as long as we can. So we get that nice hamstring stretch. And then let's round it. Get that back a little bit. And nice and slowly walk out into that plank. Get settled in here. On toes or knees, give me that push up. Inhale down. Exhale, press up. Go into that down dog. You got it. Little baby steps in, nice and slow. Keep those legs straight as long as you can. So we do those little baby steps. Roll it up. All right, let's do that again. Let's keep it pretty straightforward today. Come on down, nice flat back. Round it, walk it on out. One push up, toes or knees. Elbows nice and close as you go down. Press up on that exhale. Then go into that down dog when you're ready. Take a moment. Get those hips up into those shoulders. Little baby steps in, nice and slow. And then we're rolling on up. We'll keep that going. No big deal there. Come on down. Round it. Walk it on out. Give me that nice push up. Go into that down dog. Baby steps in, nice and slow. Keep those legs straight as long as you can. Roll it on up. We'll do a couple more, get a little warmer. I hope so. Come on down. Then round it, walk it on out. Nice control here, you guys. Go ahead, give me that push up, inhale down. Exhale up. Then you go into that nice little down dog, enjoy. Baby steps in, nice and slow. Roll it on up. We will go one more full hand walk, guys. Come on down. Round it. Walk it on out. Go for that push-up, inhale down, exhale up, and go into that down dog. Get those hips up, get into it. Baby steps in nice and slow. Roll it on up. All right, well, hand walk out to plank, and let's just chill out there for a bit. Yeah! Let's go ahead and come on down, walking on out. So get settled in here, guys. Hands up on your shoulders. We're going to talk about spreading those fingers out, kind of suction cupping your hands to the ground. So we're very well anchored to our mat. Push out through those heels nice and straight here. Here's the goal that includes the nice long neck. Knees down, totally fine at any point. Just keep your hips down. And just hang out. I mean, chill, but like work everything at the same time. Squeeze everything nice and tight. Quads, glutes, it's all working. We're breathing. Might be a little lost on that part. All right, guys, knees down, go back into that child's pose. Sitting back deep in those heels, reaching out long those fingertips, big inhale, big exhale, sink into that a little bit more. Enjoy this, you guys. Whenever you need to get into a child's pose, take that. If you need to take a little break or just shake out the arms sometimes, it's like, kind of shake it out once in a while. It's totally fine. You guys do the best you can. So let's get back up into this awesome little plank spot here. Yeah. We're going to go right into some hip flexion. We're going to pull our knees straight in. So bring one in. Then extend it back. Other knee in. And back. So nice and slow. Keeping your hands right underneath your shoulders. We're not moving it all in the upper back. Nice and solid here. Breathe through it. You guys got this. Nice and steady. If you need to take a little break or come to your knees, that would be fine too. Still to be working that core. We're just working core with a little bit of movement in our hips. That's all. That's it. Okay, good. All right, step back and go into that child's pose. All right, we're going to change this up and make it a little bit more of a lateral flexion pattern. So we're going to bring our knees to the outside. So it's like I felt in Spider-Man, like you climb up the buildings. I like to visualize my workouts, makes it more entertaining. Otherwise, I'm just doing some weird thing. Like, no, I'm climbing up a building right now. So settle in, and we're going to pull our knee to that outside elbow. Open that up, step it back. Then pull the other knee out, back. So keep that flat back so as far as that knee will go without twisting through your spine at all. Breathe here, you got it. Bring that out and back. You come down, just take a little break. Hold on the knees, that would be an option as well. Keep going, guys, a little bit more, even harder. That's for sure. I can notice that. All right, go ahead and release. We're going back into child's pose. Woo! All right, guys, we're going to go do a little more upper body strength here. It's a lucky day. We didn't do that many push-ups. So we're going to do plank to pillar bridge. We're going to go from our hands down to our elbows. We're going to do 4 with the right hand leading, and then 4 with the left hand. There's only 8. It's a lot, though. I think push-ups are actually easier. You come down up from your elbows, this is a whole different pattern. All right, so toes or knees, like I said, whatever you guys gotta do. Start with our right hand first, or right elbow technically. So right elbow down, then left, and then right hand up, then left. Same side, right elbow down, then left, right hand up, then left. Good, right elbow down, then left, right hand up, then left. One more, right elbow down, then left, right hand up, then left. I'm going left first, a little different, right? That arm goes up first. Left, then right. And then left hand, right. Left elbow, right. Going left hand, right. Good. Left elbow, right. Woo. Left hand, right. Feeling it. One more. Left elbow, right. Left hand, right. And then child's pose. Yay. Good old child's pose. It's there for us. Got our back. All right, guys, we're going to come down into pillar bridge. We're going to do a little bit of single arm work. It's not single arm reach. It's the hardest, I think, when it comes to single anything. Arms for sure. Pillar bridge, harder than plank. So on that one, I usually bring my hands in a little bit. So I have a little more leverage with my hands kind of angled in versus straight out like we do. And palm or fists together, because we're going to be reaching straight out. So that just makes better sense. So we're going to step back on toes or knees. We're going to go a little bit wide. A little bit of help, not much. Squeeze tight, reach one arm out, thumb up. Bring it in, reset. Other arm out. Bring it in, reset. So keep those hips out and try not to twist and rotate. That's the goal. Flat back. Reach it out. And lots of shaking here. Absolutely. The struggle is real. On this one for sure. Good. Keep breathing. Woo. Good job, you guys. Stay strong for me. We're almost there. Little pause out there. Let's get one more. And then release back into child's pose. Woohoo! Awesome job, you guys. Now, so one of my favorites was a hip rotation. We're gonna do the hip rotated pike up. So we're gonna stay in that rotated position and pike up 8 times on each side. You wanted to feel these guys. We're gonna get there right now. All right, let's do left side first. I always go to the right first. We're gonna go left side. Yes, you could do right if you don't want to listen to me. It's okay. But no, do right first. You gotta do both. So on toes and knees set up, hands together, elbows up our shoulders. Rotate our hips to the left. Stay rotated from here. We're gonna hike it up and lower down. Good. Hike it up and down. There we go. Hike it up and down. Nice job, guys. Hike it up and down. That's 4 halfway. Hike it up and down. Good. Hike it up and down. Couple more. Hike it up and down. One more time. Hike it up. Come down. Reset in the middle. All right. Ready? You can take a little break if you need it. But if you did, come back. We're going to the right. Settle in that right rotation. Here we go. Pike it up and down. Nice job. Pike it up and down. There we go. Pike it up and down. Keep it going. Pike it up, down. Halfway. Pike it up and down. There we go. Pike it up and down. Pike it up and down. We only have one more, guys. Pike it up. Come down, reset, and release. That is it for plank and pillar bridge, guys. So sit back into that child's pose. We got a little bit of pro corrective work coming our way. I'm gonna spend a little more time on that today. I think we need it. We do. I know we need it. Last little good stretch here, and then we'll start to activate our back a little bit, which means we have to open up the front. I just loaded on you guys. So let's settle this come into a Y on our bellies. So Y with the arms and body. We did that earlier, right? We got it. Always, let's start with the arms first. Not always, mostly. Usually I do. So I'm going to do 3 of these little lifts here. Right here, just go ahead and lift those arms out and just hold that wide position. Squeeze that upper back and shoulders. And then go ahead and release. Do that again. Just lift those arms up. Just opening things up, get a little activation of that upper back that we all need. And release. One more time. We'll lift those thumbs up. And release. All right, let's go into an eye. We're going to work on a little bit of elongation. We're going to do 3 again. Not for too long, just a decent amount. That means that chest is going to come up and so are those legs by squeezing those glutes. Start with a big inhale. Very helpful. Big inhale. Lift everything up and hold. Squeeze here and breathe. And then release it down. Again, take a big inhale first and come up. We got a little option to work with. Lift it up. Good job. And bring it down. We'll do one more, and then we'll change that up. Here we go. Inhale, lift up. Keep your eyes to the mat, so you're not overextending, but way up there high. And release. Good. We're going to do that. Well, one of my favorite swimming patterns. We're going to come up in that position, and we're going to pull back, thumbs to the ground, and squeeze, and then sweep back up to that eye. All right. And you can release in between each of those if you want, or just hold it, which would be harder the whole time. Big inhale. Let's get up into our eye first. Here we go. Pull back into with that swing position, thumbs down, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then extend those arms up. Again, you could release in between. Maybe your back isn't feeling so good today. You can kind of release it for a second, give it a little break. Give me that good squeeze back there. I always love to pull those shoulder blades together. Let's get those lats working a little bit. Everything on that back side is working here. It can use it. Couple more, we got it. Woo. Last one, pull all the way back and make it squeeze for a second, just a little extra. And then release, hands up our shoulders, back into child's pose. Woo! Nice job, guys. Sink into that for a second, enjoy. Feeling good. I love waking up the back. It's hard, but it feels good. All right, on our backs we go. Let's lay down, take a nap. It's a nap class, right? That's what we do. Absolutely not. All right, we're gonna go right into some straight leg work. We'll go that way today. So straight-ish legs. How straight can they go? How straight can they go? Whatever your body's gonna let you do. Don't be sad if they're not straight, it's fine. Mine will bend on me if I'm a little bit sore or tight. So as straight-ish as you can, we're gonna do a good old toe touch. We're gonna do some classics today. So arms are up, our legs are nice and steady. And we're gonna go ahead, exhale, reach up, pause, inhale, release back down. Do it again, exhale up, and release it down. Little pause, right, that crunch. And we're not gonna like swing those legs, they're just gonna stay nice and steady. That is a lot of work to hold them steady. If they're swaying around, you're not controlling it as well. We don't get the most out of this, right? Control those legs, keep them steady. Keep that going, guys, we got this. We're gonna play around with a little toe touch pattern here. Add some things to it. Good job, you guys. A little bit more. Just hold those legs up is enough. Then you got a little crunch. Sure. All right, last one, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and release down. You can do that double knee hug, like roll side to side. Some people kind of like to do the other thing, like lengthen out, stretch it out. Whatever feels good. I like to release that low back. So again, anytime you guys need a little break, just pause for a second and then try to come back. So now we're gonna add some rotation to those toe touches, but we're gonna stay in a crunch. So I'm gonna make it a little harder today. You're welcome. So his hands up here, I call it my fighting position. I do a lot of kickboxing, so like hands up, protect your face. We're gonna come up here. We're gonna be in that crunch. I'm gonna reach and twist. Give me a little bit more farther reach on this one. Reach that middle. Reach over to the outside. Reach that middle. So let's go a little bit out past the foot today. Wow. And of course, the other thing to say would be why. I'm like, well, why not? Because. Gotta love that question. Why? Because I said so. Good job, you guys. Give me that little reach across. We're always in that crunch. Get a little twist. Get into that oblique side a little bit more. Good. And I think it's good to have that, like I said, that fighting position. We're ready. We're in a battle right now with our core. We've got this. Good, good, good. Woo. All right, guys, let's release it down. Bring those knees in. All right, so now we're going to lift the upper body chill as we do lower body work, which is going to basically our lowering our legs down, lifting back up. So technically it's midsection, but this area is just going to chill. So now legs are back up, nice and straight-ish. They're bent, it's okay. Actually, bending them would give you a little bit of advantage if you're struggling. If you want to dial it back just a little bit. Like I said, it is a little bit. So wherever you guys need to be, arms down by your side. Let's keep those legs glued together. Slow down, slow up. Here we go. Big inhale, lowering down. Back stays glued flat to the mat. Press each vertebra into that mat. And then slowly on the exhale, lift those legs back up. And this could be like the millionth time you've done it, and it's still tough, right? Good. You feel better at it. Like it's not as bad, but it's like still tough. Good. No such thing as like, oh, it's easy. No. I mean, even squats are not easy. You can do like 5. You still feel it. Good. Nice, steady pace, guys. That is all I'm asking for without each vertebrae just press down, making an imprint in the mat. Because right here is where it wants to lift. I'm like, nope, pulling back up. You can go not as far and still get just as much hard work out of it. Big inhale, big exhale, we got it. It's a lot of work, guys, but it's so nice when you have that strong core. You can feel it, right? You use it all the time, you don't, until you realize like, okay. Nice and slow down. I know we're shaking. Yep, we are. Oh, we got a couple more, guys. Keep it up. We're getting there. They take forever. You have to have patience on this one. That's not easy. Nice and slow. Good job, you guys. Everybody get one more full one in. Let's do this. Stay strong, stay strong. Woo! And then when you get done, yes, bring those knees in, relax. All right. We have one more pattern to do before we go into some glute bridge. You're going to love the glute bridge after all this stuff. We're going to do the 2 of the arms and legs. Move it open and back together. Yes, we are. Woo! You were hoping so. You're like, oh, great, let's open. Did you do that? Yeah. So let's settle into our toe touch at the top, right? We're here, you know it. We're like, you're like, can we just stay here? No, we're gonna inhale, extend the arms back, lowering those legs down. You can put your head down, keep the arms up. And then nice and slowly exhale, lift everything up into that crunch. Good, let's go, come on. In case you weren't shaking on just the leg part, let's add in upper body lift. Well, I'm shaking like crazy. Well, I got that fan on me. Great work, guys. Come on. Getting up there. And a little bit more. Woo. Good stuff's coming up after this, guys. Just stick with it. Come all the way to the top again. When you get there, release. Take a nice little moment. Just relax. Unclench for a second. Tons of burning here in the core, but also those core hip flexors. So they're like, please give me a little stretch, which we will, with some glute bridge work. Let's have a little bit of the single leg for a little bit of a deeper stretch with our knee hug pattern. So set up the glute bridge, pull one knee in tight to your chest, and then we're gonna push through our heel. We're gonna do 5 lifts, and then we'll switch and do 5 on the other side. Hold that knee tight. Let's go ahead and drive those hips up, and then roll it down nice and controlled. Push through your heel, drive it up, and lower down. Feels great. Lift it up and down. Couple more. Lift it up and down. And we'll go one more. Lift up, down. So let's go ahead and switch to the other side. If you guys are a little on your own tempo, you can do that. Pull tight. You're going to drive it up. And we just kind of roll down nice and slow. So we power up quick and then roll it on down. Good job, you guys. We're getting it. There's 3. We got a couple more. Good, good, good. Finish up those 5 at your own pace, no rush. I'll never rush you on those, they're quite nice. But all things to do, those ones aren't that bad. Feet right down underneath the knees. Let's go ahead and drive those hips up. Squeeze that booty tight. So we're getting this nice little opening of those hip flexors that they're working hard. Woo, poor hip flexors. So again, get those hips up. Nice straight line from your knees to your hips. My weight is in my heels. So you can have arms down for support, as I always say, or if you're like, I don't want it, take it away. We'll do some classics today, as always. They're classics for a reason, because they work and they do what they're supposed to. All right, bent knee march. Yes, bring one hip toward your chest. Slowly lower that back down. Dig that heel in. Other knee up and down. Yes. I've been assigning this one to a lot of my new members who are like, my back is bugging me. I'm like, well, here's some stretches. But I highly recommend a little glute bridge work. Great way to strengthen your low back, even though it's really firing at the glutes, but it's very nicely supporting that low back as well. It's a multitasker. Yeah. So if you have anyone who's like, I got some back issues, it's bugging me, like, give them to me. I got like a 3 movement, 5 minutes, they'll be feeling much better. Phew. So simple things that make you feel good, guys. All right, let's go ahead and come back into our basic glute bridge. Hips up. Not that this is simple, but it me. Woo! All right, holding strong here. Now go ahead and extend that left leg out, flex that foot and quad, hold single leg. If it gets to be too much in single leg, just put your foot down and hold 2 feet, right? Chilling. Read a book. Guess you get text. That's the world nowadays. Keep those hips up, guys. You got it. Working those glutes. A little bit more. A little bit more. All right, let's bring that foot down. Reset yourself. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, 2 feet. Nice. Make sure your hips are up. You see, tuck down a little bit. All right, extend that right leg out. Flex that foot and that quad. Chilling. One glute just locked in solid. Flexing my quad over here though for a little bonus. Absolutely. Good job, you guys. Stay steady here. Focus, focus. Don't let those hips go down. Got a few more seconds. Got it. All right, bring that foot down. All right, so if arms are up, you're probably gonna want them down. So we're gonna do a single leg again. We're going to do that lateral movement out to the side. So let's get started with that. Left leg goes back out, toes up. Keep your toes up. Don't let your foot turn. I don't want you going that far. I want you to go like you're doing like a little, like you're standing leg lift. So lift straight out, that same idea. And then sweep that leg back in. Slide that leg out and in. Because a lot of people like to turn their toes up, right? That's not what I want. I want to get a different type of pattern. It changes it. Good. So again, just like you're standing up, you lift that leg up and out. Now we're sliding it out instead, because we're not standing. Good. A little bit more, guys. Slide that out. And in. Excellent job. Slide that out. And in. Let's do one more. Slide that out. Bring it in. Put that foot down. Take a second. Woo. And then we'll now extend that right leg up. Flex the foot and quad. Keep those toes pointed up. Slide that leg straight out with toes up. And then bring it back in. It doesn't be very far. Slide it out. Definitely want those arms down for a little help. And in. Good job, guys. Slide it out. And in. Good. Slide that out. And in. Got this. Slide it out. And in. Good. Going out. And in. We got a couple more. Slide that out. And in. One more time. Slide that out. Bring it in. Both feet down. And release, guys. Nice job. Give me that nice wide knee hug if that's the way you like to do it. Or if you're more of that round the midfoot, push those knees to the ground kind of person, do that. Somewhere wide, that way you're going to get your glutes a little more. All right. Let's get some more good stuff. Woo! Exciting, exciting. All right, guys. Both feet back down just like we were. We know this well. Bring your spine to the head. We're just going to do a little bit of a lift and hold. So let's go ahead and just come up into that little crunch, lift the chin up, lift that chest up, brace that core for a little second. Let's go back to that focus on what we're doing, how we brace the core, definitely makes a difference. And then release it down. Do it again, lift it up, feel free to give yourself a little poke. Be working in there. And release. Good, let's do that again, lift it up, inhale, a little hold. And then release. We got a couple more, guys. Lift it up. We'll hold here. Focusing on pushing the vertebrae, each one into that mat, into that imprint. And then release. Let's do one more. Here we go. Slow lift and hold. Right, guys. Come on, come on. And release. All right, nice job. So, kind of like what we did earlier, similar idea. We're going to come up into our little crunch. What are we going to do? We're going to reach. Reset in that crunch, kind of like that toe touch, right? Reach, back to that crunch. Really lock those legs in place. If I kind of let them wobble, I'm not going to get as much work. So I'm really kind of engaged in my quads. It's that lower half is like, nope, I'm locked, kind of slightly flexed, I would say. So it's not just the midsection. I got to have a little bit of stability coming from kind of my hip, glute area, and even into the quads. I'm kind of pushing down through my heels to anchor myself a little bit. So get a little bit of that lower body involved slightly. Nice work, you guys. Now I'm going to make a little change to this here in a second. So far, it's pretty straightforward. Big deal. All right, guys, bring it back to center. Go to your first side that you want to go to and do this, right? We're pulsing. You know what's coming. Go, go, go. Keep those legs steady. When I try to wiggle, I'm like, nope. So I'm kind of pushing my heels down and anchor them a little bit more. Pulse it, guys. Pulse it. Woo! All right, bring it back to center. Stay in that crunch if you can. Reach to the other side. Start that pulse when you get there. Just pulse it. Focus on those legs staying steady. Just like that. Push your heels in the ground. Everything's kind of doing a little something up here. Reach, reach, reach. Come on. And release. Good. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead and bring the knees in to whatever you like. Let's continue with a little bit of oblique work. We go into that classic bicycle. I love that little gentle rotation in our spine. It's really good. And that lengthening of the hip is also nice. So really reach out long. Some people are really kind of relaxed on it. I want to like point that toe and extend it out like an extra like 1/8 of an inch. Like get out there. Fingertips behind the head. Rotate that opposite shoulder to the opposite thigh, kind of hip spot, and then exchange. Inhale. Exhale. If the back is a little bit grouchy today, go a little higher, take off some pressure. If you're feeling rock and roll-ish today, or you're like all over it, let's go, bring it down a little bit. Not too low. If I go really low, I start to feel a little lift. I'm not bracing as well. So a little bit of an angle up. So yeah, you can do things a little different. Like you can go lower the legs on some of these. You're just not getting that really intense, like focused bracing. You're putting a little tension on the low back. My low back's perfectly happy where it is. Good. Because of that Pilates background that I have, it's all about, you know, quality, not like doing a gazillion, even though I do a gazillion things. You guys are hardcore, you're fine. But I do other things outside of Pilates patterns. Good. A little bit more here. Just sticking with the traditional stuff. Got it. Inhale, exhale. Woo. Nice job, guys. All right, let's go ahead, release. Bring those knees in. Woohoo. Very good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and lift our tailbone and put our hands right up underneath. We're gonna get a little bit of a lift on these. So we're gonna go legs up. I'm gonna go a little more relaxed, but you can flex if you want. I'm just gonna go more relaxed. I just wanna focus on getting those hips up and down. So we're gonna push through our hands. Yeah, you need a little help. Push, go up and down. It's not very high. I got a little tiny lift and release. Yes, you're gonna be kind of using the upper body a little bit. Good. We'll push up and release. So I'm able to get my tailbone off my hand. You might not. You might be still slightly touching the hand. That's okay. I need to happen. It's all good. Get a little lift. Lower. Good, good. And it's a little swing, but try to swing a lot. Right? You kind of have to do a little bit of a quick lift and then lower with control. Oh yeah, you're tough. A little more. Burning. Woo. You got a little bit of the extra help with hitting those hands up underneath. It does start at a higher position. Or you can push those hands up underneath. Good. Last one. And then release. You can bring those knees in, relax. Take a nice deep breath. Woo-hoo. And burning. All right, guys. Nice work. So we're going to go ahead and have our legs back to that straight up position. Oh, goody. So we're gonna do a little single leg lowering. We're gonna do one side at a time. So take your fingers on the back of one leg and just put it there. If you need help, you put a lot of that hand on there. If you're like, you just put your fingertips there to keep a check on yourself, basically, right? If I don't have my hand there, I tend to move my leg a little bit more, so I'm kind of keeping awareness of where my leg is. So we're gonna lower one leg down on an inhale, come down, that nice good extension. Nice exhale, slowly lift that leg up, but it's legs. Technically all of us, but it's legs, but my own is one. Down and up. And you might be a little bit bent here, and maybe even the leg going down a little bit bent. I have a hard time keeping it completely straight at the top and a little peak there. Good, coming down and up. Not too many here, these are tough. And I got a little bit of a check here, like a 2% push. You might have a little more. Yeah, nice job, you guys. Now let's go ahead and bring that one all the way up. Take a little second exchange. Hand or fingertip if you're just lightly doing it. Maybe you got a little bit more pressure. It's fine. Come down. I'd rather enjoy this stretch too. So if you don't want to put a little pressure on that and then release to get that core, go for it. So I'm kind of giving myself a little pressure down. So I'm like, oh, stretch. Then I release it. So I have to really use my core to get up. So you can kind of change the pressure of the fingertips back there. Shaking is required. If you're not doing it, make yourself do it. You're like, nope, did it all by itself, automatically. Woo! Nice job, you guys. I love that work. Come on, these are tough. Good, move in those hips. Let's do another couple here. Yay! Let's get one more. Then once you get it all the way up, you can bring those knees in because I know you're dying to just like relax. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead over onto our side for some lateral pillar bridge today. Yeah. We're gonna do a little bit of a hold, and then we're gonna do a dynamic. So we're gonna do 2 back to back on one side, and then we'll do that on the other side. So you can stack your feet or stagger, whenever you feel comfortable. Sometimes with bare feet, I'm like, Depends on how many feet you're feeling that day. Sometimes I can stack. Elbow underneath shoulder. We're gonna go ahead and extend up into that lateral pillar bridge. And relax to the hand. Get that fist. I'm like, try not to. Some people put the palm down. That's okay, but is needed for a little help. We're reaching up. We're nice and long here. Don't get too high. Sometimes I'll even find myself doing that. The bonus is staring at myself. I'm like, oops, don't do that. Keep those hips up, looking good. A little bit more, guys. You got this. We're home stretch. All right, let's bring that down. So now we're gonna do that down. We're gonna lower left. Not too long, but we're gonna get into those obliques on that little tiny movement. Set that up. Let's go up into our lateral pillar bridge and go down, up. Small move. Good. There you go. Nice job. Woo. Come on. Almost. And release. Go right to the other side. Wasn't a lot, but it was burning. Hey, I see sunshine coming out. Sunshine. All right, set that elbow underneath. We're going to do our hold first. Get yourself all settled in and extend it up. Just chug. Keep that head up. I know something will kind of go forward or fall back. What in line again with our spine. Yes, I will always be about alignment and posture. Very important. Once you realize how important it is to be in proper alignment, you're like, nope, not gonna let that get out of alignment. Not happening. Get too many other aches and pains from it. Hold, hold, hold. All right, release that down. So we have our dynamic coming. We'll release that shoulder for a second. Sometimes it's the shoulder that gets tired first. All right, let's go ahead, lift it up. Here we go, going down and up. Good. Got it, guys. Got it, come on. Almost there. All right, release it down. Nice job. Let's come around to our seated position. That's how I broke you guys up today. Couple more roll down movements. Good to go. I'm gonna get a little bit into our shoulders since I just loaded them. So let's do a little bit of movement in the shoulders. We'll throw a little chops. I like the chops. So knees are together, slightly bent, up tall. Keep that position, scoop and come on back. Scoop the belly. All right, one arm goes up, one goes down. Let's do it. A little chop, chop. Ooh, that feels good. My shoulder was like a little grouchy. I've had one grouchy for a while, and I'm like, movement feels good. Good, good, good. It's probably something that's kind of nagging me just a little bit. Guys. But if I didn't work out, it would be even worse. So I'm like, I'll take that. Woo. Hard to let things rest sometimes, I know. Good, good, good. It just takes a lot longer to kill when something's a little bit irritated. Little chops, little chops. All right, guys, go ahead, come on up, around it. Time to finish this thing off. We're already there. I'm like, oh man, I'm running out of time. I want to do so much more. Finale. Let's get a little spicy with this. Spicy finale. All right, Skip and come on back. Let's get those feet up. Come on. I know you all can do it. Straight those legs if you can. You know what we didn't do today? Flutter kick. I missed it. Let's put it in here. It's never too late for a flutter kick. Arms out. Ooh, almost went back. Arms up by the ears. Let's go. Woo! Come on, come on. Push, push, push. Do what you gotta do. Maybe you took a couple things out. Maybe you're just there with a bent knee looking at me like, I'm good. All right, release, come on up. Whatever you guys gotta do to get done, that's all I'm asking for. Pushing yourselves. All right, guys. I'm excited for some cat cow. Okay. Woo! This is fun to say. I'm like, where we go? All right, set up in that quadruped. Big inhale, stick that tummy, lift that chin. And then big exhale, round that back and tuck that chin in. Roll through it, guys. Nice job. No big deal. 55 minutes of core work. I do my 45-minute one, and I'm like, what, we're done already? I gotta be very precise in what we're doing. All right, guys, let's go into that down dog from here. Get those hips up. You can hold that. You can paddle. Whatever is a good position that you are enjoying right now, go for it. Oh, my feet, my calves like this a lot today. Nice, good stretch. All right, guys, let's go into our shallow stretch. Feet go wide. We carefully walk our hands back. And then we're just going to cross those arms with the upper body hang. You can sway or hang. I like to wiggle, so I'll sway. I'm a very antsy person. I like moving around. All right, bend those knees slightly and slowly roll up. Nobody's ever surprised to hear that. You're the person that's always wiggling in a chair, tapping your foot. It's me. Reach it open. Things to do. Burn calories when you fidget. It's actually a good thing. Nice job, you guys. Oh, feel good. Great way to go into a Friday here. All right. Big arm circles. Big inhale, reach front to the front. Exhale, pull back open. Woo. Then again, big inhale. Exhale back. Reverse it. Inhale, come back open. Exhale, press down. One more time. Big inhale. And big exhale. Woo! Give yourself a round of applause, you guys. Good. Nice job, you guys. Thanks for coming to class. Enjoy your weekend. You did good. Go ahead. Find a funny movie to watch when you laugh. You think about me. Yay! Good group today. I'm so excited to see you guys. You guys are my faves because you have to come because you're special. You've been invited. Yay! All right, guys. Thank you very much. Take care.